Good evening, friends. I'm Desert Fox, and you've come to Springs in the Desert. Today, I made two different kinds of granola. So we'll go on to our intro montage, and then I'll be back to show you what tools and materials you need to put this together and let you know what I did. Hey friends, we're making maple walnut granola. So in there are the oats, the nuts, and a little bit of salt. And our wet ingredients are in here: maple syrup, honey, vanilla, and cocoa oil. Okay, add your wet and dry ingredients, and we're going to stir it in really good before putting it on the parchment paper lined cookie sheet. And we put about half of it into a jelly roll pan, and my son is pressing it down with a flat spatula and making sure that it's all nice and level before we pop it in the oven. You just pulled it out of the stove for a stir. And every 15 minutes, moving it all around, letting it get equally roasted on all sides, drying the liquids. Getting rid of that alcohol that was in the vanilla, and the liquid that was left in the honey or the maple syrup. Sorry for the shadow. My house is a work in progress, and the kitchen is the worst place there is. So I have no place to put anything. And I only have one source of light. It's not really a counter to put my ring light on. All right. I'm going to put this back in for another 15 minutes. Okay, this is our finished product. After stirring every 15 minutes, throughout 90 minutes, I'm going to take a taste test. Let me turn you around. This has been smelling so wonderful. That is really delightful. It's not overly crisp. It's not overly sweet, but it's sweet enough. The different flavors, the cranberries and the raisins, and the pumpkin seeds, walnuts, sunflower. This is good stuff. There's my first tray in the jar. The second tray is halfway done in the oven right now. And here you have a gallon jar each of two different kinds of granola. The basic maple walnut, a good old standby, and it is wonderful. And the more extravagant with all of the different dried fruits in it, and the golden raisins and the cranberries and the calabaza. I'm thinking in Spanish. The pumpkin seeds and the sunflower seeds and the quinoa, and it's just so good and so healthy for you. So, and this is the debris that I have to clean up now. That was my big bowl That was from grinding the nuts. And yeah, I love my old Quaker Oat tin. Honey, salt. It's not too bad. Oh, there's some nuts left over back there. I got to mark that bag and get it in the freezer. Chopped up almonds and walnuts that I can use for next time. My canning funnel. All right, I'll get to cleaning my kitchen. Thanks for visiting. Hi. I can see the reflection in my glasses of the program that I'm using for my videos on my computer. Well, okay, hi. Okay, so that is the video for the 2 different types of granola. Now, maple walnut granola has been my favorite like forever, since the hippy dippy days. I'm 72, that was a long time ago. I have always loved it, back when Mrs. Gooch's existed, you know, before there were Whole Foods or anything like that. And the other one, I haven't called it anything because I don't really know what to call it. I'll come up with something when I put the ingredients list down below for you. But it's just so rich. It's so decadent. There's so many different flavors in there, and it's so many different vitamins and minerals with, you know, the pumpkin seeds and this and the quinoa and the sunflower seeds and the oats and the nuts and just on and on and on. The cranberries, the golden raisins, you know, it's just wonderful stuff, and it is so rich. I almost felt like calling it the Lincoln Town Car granola because it's all that. But it's the first time that I made it. I took 3 different recipes and kind of blended them together and had an idea of what I wanted to do. And then I edited it a little bit more even when I looked and saw what was in my pantry and used what I had, and kind of seated the pans it a little bit. But it turned out so good. And yeah, I hope that helps you out a little bit. And that's a gallon jar of each of them, and that'll last me for a few minutes. You have a wonderful day. I'm so glad that you chose to make visiting me part of it. Bye.